Westview High School on the map officially in Class 2A.
Trophy being presented. A very proud group of Westview Warriors.
Charlie to Josh Osteller. For three, and he hits. Kent crosses the timeline, drives it toward the bucket. Easy shot underneath. Hales with a way out front. He'll drive it. He'll put it up from 15. Got it! And the Warriors win! Westview wins it! Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Westview Warrior Basketball, streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hosteller, along with guest commentator tonight, Troy Neely. And tonight we're coming to you from Westview High School, where Rob Yoder's 6-2 Warriors will host the 0-9 Hamilton Marines under first-year head coach Brad Hennessy. Tonight, in all probability, will be a night of historical significance at Westview, as Warrior senior Charlie Yoder is just 1 point shy of breaking the all-time Westview basketball scoring record. Both Charlie and 1973 Westview graduate Gary Yoder are currently tied with 1,711 career points. Charlie tied Gary's record late in Tuesday night's win over East Noble, and we're anticipating the record being broken early in tonight's contest. So we're looking for an exciting evening here at Westview with the scoring record on the line. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, featuring nightly specials and a delicious buffet. By Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Also by Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. And by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Their passion is protecting yours. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. And also by Lake City Bank with over 50 branches in northern and central Indiana. By Topeka Clinic, introducing Yana Schenkel, certified nurse midwife, now accepting appointments. And our halftime show and gold sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North. Our individual sponsors are Tim and Donna Height, Dan and Dawn Byler, Jim and Liz Stump, and Oscar and Sophia Hostetler. And I'll be back to talk to Rob Yoder right after this quick 30-second timeout.
We're back at Westview High School with head basketball coach of Westview, Rob Yoder. And
when you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. You'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They will work with you to find a piece that fits your needs, or they'll have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana. Visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
we're back at Westview High School with head basketball coach of Westview, Rob Yoder. And Rob, before we talk about the conference game coming up tonight with Hamilton, let's look back at that East Noble game. It was kind of a rough and tumble game, but you guys came out on top. You had a hard-fought battle.
I thought defensively is probably where we got the edge. I just thought that we did a really good job on their best offensive players, made it difficult. Especially Jones is a really good offensive player, and we just gave him enough congestion that there wasn't a lot of space to work, and consequently we kind of held him in check. I think we ended with 10 points, but in him and Dixon, for them to really be successful, those guys usually score some points. So our defensively, we were focused, and they knew what we wanted to try to do, and we did a good job offensively.
Yeah, that was an excellent game. Tonight you have Hamilton coming out, a conference game. Hamilton, of course, struggling, even keeping the school open, but what do you expect from Hamilton tonight?
Well, I think they play hard. I think that obviously when you watch them, a lot of people are going to think their skill set is a little low, and obviously that's something I'm sure that their new coaching staff is working on to try to change. But it takes time when you're a first year coach, and so I think they play hard, and they're trying, and they have game plans, and they're trying to execute them. But always, especially at the high school level, and even later on at the college level, if kids come out, make some shots, start feeling pretty good about themselves, all of a sudden you might have a really good team on your hands. So we want to make sure we get off to a good start, that we have high energy, that we're pretty stingy on defense, and that we don't give up anything easy. And then we want to be sharp and crisp and quick on offense, and do the things that we like to do offensively.
We could have a potentially and probably a pretty good chance of this happening. We'll have the scoring record broken tonight by Charlie. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I would say maybe three things about that. I think, first of all, I think Charlie has worked really hard to put himself in this position, and no player is perfect. He certainly isn't, but I don't think that anyone could work harder or try harder, put more time in to become the best he can be. And we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. He's no different. But I guess one thing I respect an awful lot is how hard he has worked to put himself in this position. Second thing I think that needs to be mentioned about that is just the remarkable greatness of Gary Yoder to he's a legend here, obviously, and to have a record last for 47 years it just speaks volumes, and there's no sense debating anything. That's a different era. This is a different era. The basketball is totally different, but to have something stand the test of time for that length of time is remarkable. And then the last thing I would say is that whenever records are accomplished individually or collectively as a team, they're all team records, because without great teammates, he would never be in this position, both now and in the past. And he's been lucky to play with other kids that have worked really hard, that play to their strengths, and that have helped him get to this position. So I think, his work ethic, being fortunate to play with great players, and then I hope that when it happens, we also take a moment to recognize just how great Gary Yoder was to set that.
I remember Gary Yoder. It was during my era back then, and he was he was an outstanding player. In 47 years, that's a long time to keep a record.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the guys that Charlie grew up when he was. He's played since he was a freshman on the team, and you look at the guys that he played alongside, and I can see things that he's picked up from these guys.
I think that one thing that he has maybe is underrated about him is how versatile he has. At least I think he was versatile. Honestly, was he a freshman? He did a lot of things. He kind of got in the stat sheet in a lot of areas, but he is on pace to be first or second in every statistical category we have in our school, and again, that speaks volumes to who he got to play with, the ability to win and play a lot of games in NECC tournaments, sectionals, and regionals, and then also the ability for him to play along really good players that maybe he could pick up, like you say. He has played with excellent point guards, going back to Kenton Weaver and Elijah Hales, and he looks like he's going to be second all time on our assists. Charlie will, and there's no doubt getting to watch older kids do it correctly is maybe one of the best teachers that you can possibly have. So he has been so fortunate, and even before he played as a freshman, to watch some of our guys when he was growing up, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, watch all these guys do it right. There is hardly a better teacher, and we believe as a coaching staff, one of the best ways that you can develop young guys is have an old group do it right, and they watch it and they understand it and they accept the toughness of it, and eventually when they get there, it's just this is how it's supposed to be. So he's been fortunate to play with the players he's played with. There is no doubt.
Yeah. Say, well, he's tied now, and so it'll take a free throw is all it'll take tonight for him to get the record. So congratulations to you too as his father. But that's going to be fun tonight. Historically significant here at Westview. Okay.
Yeah, for the just the people that have been here for a long time. Gary is that's a special name in our school, and not just in our school, but our area. And so I just hope that we can remember just how great he was. He
was definitely. I can attest to that. Okay, getting back to the team, everybody healthy tonight?
We are healthy, yep.
And, okay, do you have any different lineup or anything tonight against Hamilton?
We will start a little bit different lineup. So we'll start Lyndon and Luke. We'll start Ben Burkett, and we'll start Charlie and Mason tonight. And that's how we'll start. And then I think Curtis Davis is probably the next game we'll actually dress.
Oh,
so
he's back.
he's getting closer there.
Okay. Just a quick look at next week's tournament. I know you take it one game at a time, but you open up with Lakeland, no bye this year or anything. But after that, it gets a little tougher.
Yeah, our conference is good, so it's going to be hard to get an easy draw all the way to the championship. It's a tough tournament, and when you got to play the four games in the week, it makes it really tough with only one off day there. So we know it'll be tough, but it's good to just toughness is one of the biggest keys to being successful at this game. And so we'll have to see how tough we are. But Lakeland will be at their place will be a tough task, and it's likely if we could get by them that Fairfield would be the next opponent. And so you're not going to get an easy draw this year. If you're fortunate to get a team that you think you maybe should beat, about guaranteed the next one is a toss-up. So we're looking forward to it. The kids want to compete, and we'll just try to play well.
All right. Well, good luck tonight against Hamilton, and then I'll see you Tuesday over at Lakeland.
Thank you.
That's Rob Yoder, head basketball coach of Westview. We'll be back with more from Westview High School right after this 60-second timeout.
Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do It Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
Jerry Hosteller, Troy Neely back with you at Westview High School, where we're getting set for basketball tonight. The Hamilton Marines have come into the Westview Gymnasium to participate in a Northeast Quarter Conference contest with the Westview Warriors. I tell you, Troy, the first thing you see is a lot of press people here. To see Charlie, the first thing you see is a lot of press people here to see Charlie break that record tonight.
Yes, sir. And I believe there's a lot of people here to watch that too. You know, I didn't envision this many people for a Hamilton game, but there's a lot more going on than just that game.
Yeah, a lot of people have come out to see the record go. 47 years. Let's take a look at the lineups for tonight's ball game. First for Hamilton, they'll go with Isaiah Geiselman, number 2, 5'11" senior at the guard. Eli McNaughton will be at the other guard, 5'10" senior. Ryan Poole, a 5'9" freshman. Alex Thane, a 6'3" senior, and Caleb Krieger, a 6'1" sophomore. Charlie Yoder is first introduced for Westview, I should say, and gets a big hand from the crowd here. Ben Burkett will be in the starting lineup for Westview, number 11, a 5'8" junior. Mason Yoder, a 6-foot even sophomore, will also start for Westview tonight. And next it'll be Lyndon Miller, a 5'11" junior. And his twin brother, Luke Miller, round out the starting lineup for the Westview Warriors. So we're about set to go, Troy. An exciting night here at Westview with the record probably getting broken pretty early in this ball game.
Yeah, you know, the way Charlie was shooting it in warm-ups, it might have happened in warm-ups.
Yeah, you're not a kid. He was shooting everything, and he was shooting the eyes out of the bucket.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you know, with a little bit of a monkey on his back and a little weight on his shoulders from all this build-up coming up, along the last few weeks, he's probably been a little tight. But I guarantee you, once this gets off of his back and behind him, he's going to start lighting it up.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all. Yeah, he had cameras right in his face from about the time he hit the hardwood to warm up tonight.
Yes, sir.
A lot of TV cameras, a lot of photographers here. Hamilton controls the tip. And they immediately turn it over. So the Warriors will bring it back the other way. Burkett across the timeline, looks right side. He'll go that way to Mason Yoder. Lyndon Miller, now to Charlie. He'll feed inside to Mason. He'll put it up, miss the shot. Good hustle on the offensive board by Mason. To Lyndon, knocked away and stolen by Hamilton. Alex stolen right back by Burkett. Now Mason will go up, and he's fouled, and he gets the basket. Basket does count, and Mason will go to the charity stripe. First foul of the night for either team.
Well, I tell you, so far, Hamilton, I don't know whether they play with this kind of crowd or not, boy, but they look like a turnover ready to happen when they come across the half-court line.
Yeah, our defense is pretty stingy this year, and I tell you, they're feeling it early in this game. Ball knocked away. Westview with another steal. Here comes Charlie. And he misses a shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the charity stripe, shooting 2, and a chance to break the school record.
That'd have been nice if he'd have got a little breakaway there and went up and dunked that.
Yeah, that would have been. Here we go. And he gets it. It's over. The Westview scoring record has just been broken by
listen to that crowd.
Charlie Yoder, and listen to the crowd here.
I'm so glad I'm here to witness this.
Pretty cool. Charlie's second shot is no good, and Hamilton tries to rebound it, goes out of bounds. Now there'll be a stoppage of play as we'll have a little bit of a ceremony here for Charlie. And he'll get a standing ovation from the crowd on hand, and we'll stand up as well.
Yes, sir.
Coach Rob Yoder, also, of course, Charlie's dad, awards him a game ball here is Charlie Yoder with 1,712 points now for the Westview school record in scoring.
And I tell you what, he owes a lot of this to his dad. I remember a lot of times in my 7th period gym class when Charlie was in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, they were over in my gym class, 7th hour, working. He brought him over, and I mean, working hard every single day.
Yep. And he enjoyed every minute of it, too.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations to Charlie Yoder, the new scoring leader for Westview. And now we have a double dribble on Hamilton. Back when Gary Yoder played, I was playing JV then, and I tell you, it was a challenge because when the JV would scrimmage with the varsity, I was a forward and so was Gary, and a lot of times I had to guard him. I tell you, that was a challenge.
Oh boy.
Shot from outside by Burkett's no good. Charlie with a rebound, and we have a traveling violation underneath. So it'll be Hamilton's ball. Westview leads it 4-0. And the scoring record has been broken here at Westview High School by Charlie Yoder. Thane with the ball. He'll go left side with it to McNaughton. Drives down to the baseline, and Charlie Yoder gets the pass from McNaughton. He'll drive it all the way down, put it up, and score. And Westview, another steal. Charlie will put up a three. It's going to be short, and pulled down by Ryan Kuhl of Hamilton. He drives it. Ball knocked away again. This time it's picked up by Lyndon Miller. He gets it to Charlie. Charlie puts it up, and we have a 2-shot foul coming for Charlie.
Boy, I tell you, the first time Charlie caught the ball on the post down there, he had all 4 of their guys on him.
Right.
Like, wow.
That's the way it's been a lot this year. Maybe not 4, but 3 collapse on him. We saw that the East Noble game on Tuesday night.
You know, that's all a sign of respect, you know. I'm going to tell you right now, from my coaching days, you know, every team has somebody you got to watch out for. These teams design their defense around Charlie. They spend their whole week trying to stop him.
Yep, you see it each and every game here. It's been a challenge for him, but he's been able to average 28.9 points per game coming in. Shot missed by Hamilton. Mason Yoder grabs it off the glass, and he brings it up with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball knocked away, but picking it up is Luke Miller, and he puts it in. 8-0 Westview. Alex Thane tries it into the paint, forces it up, got the basket to go, and it'll count. And he's fouled. Luke Miller picks up his first foul. Alex Thane, a 6'3" senior at the free throw line, and he completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Luke Miller goes to Burkett. Back out front will come to Mason Yoder. Mason looks to Burkett. Goes left side to Luke. Now back out front to Mason. Charlie passes up the three-point shot. They'll swing it around to Lyndon. Now to Charlie, and he's fouled as he puts in the shot underneath.
Boy, that was a mighty hard foul there.
It was. Certainly was. Foul is called on Geiselman. That'll be his first. The team's second.
Good thing Charlie's a tough kid, because that hit there on the head will put you in concussion protocol.
Yeah, that was pretty hard. Charlie's shot is up and good. 6 now for Charlie, 11 for the Warriors, 3 for Hamilton. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thane hands it off to Geiselman. He'll drive. Try to dish it off inside, knocked away and eventually picked up by Luke Miller. He lobs it inside to Mason. Quick touch pass out to Charlie, and he'll put it up and good.
That's good ball movement there. Good move by Charlie there. Strong, athletic movement.
Good work on the offense by the Warriors. We have a 30-second timeout called by Hamilton with 4:48 to go in the first period. It's Westview 13 and Hamilton 3. Back with more right after this 30-second timeout.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hamilton inbounding after the timeout. Bringing it up is Alex Thane. He'll take it left side and go with it to McNaughton. McNaughton stops, gives off to Krieger, and then he brings it back out front. It'll come to Thane. Thane tries to drive on Mason, and Mason gets called for the bump.
Boy, we play hard on defense. That help side is there. They're going to have a hard time scoring all night long.
They put 3 on the board, all by Thane on a 3-point play. Shots up, no good. A traveling violation is called on Geiselman. Litweiler and Egley come in for the Warriors. Mason Yoder and Ben Burkett come out. I would think we'll probably see a lot of the Westview bench tonight before the game's over.
Yeah, that would probably that'd be pretty accurate. Probably it'd be a good thing for the guys too.
Well, they got a big week coming up next week with the NACC tournament. That could potentially be 4 games. So
absolutely, that'll work out just well for us.
Yep. Charlie steals it, and then we have a whistle and a foul on Hamilton on the reach-in.
Well, you know, I told Rob when Charlie was a 7th grader, I said, when you look at his arm, his wingspan,
yeah,
this guy is gonna tip more passes and steal more things than you're aware of right now, and I think he's going to be holy cow, those arms.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And you know, you play teams that we haven't played before that don't know that, and I think it's surprised Charlie will knock balls away that they don't expect.
Yeah, the passes that they're trying to make from their hands,
right.
They don't think he's near enough, and his arms are just ultra long.
Exactly.
That's a blessing.
Hamilton gets the ball on the turnover. 13-3 Westview. With the basketball is Thane, and he tries to pass it to the left side of Geiselman. It goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you another thing too, this being a night for Charlie, and without his teammates he's not anything, but just watch his court census where he moves.
This is at 3. Thane has it ripped out of his hands by Luke Miller. Now Drew Litweiler, his shot's off the mark. Charlie with the tip in, nope, won't go in. Gets it back, and he'll pull it out and puts it in. Charlie has, and you know, Jamie and I have talked about this all year. He's bulked up, and you know, Rob said over the winter he's gained some weight, mostly in muscle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and the way I see it, he's been a late bloomer all this time.
Right.
Had he not been a late bloomer, if he'd have been like he is now the whole time, holy cow.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, he's athletic now. He's strong. He jumps.
Shot by Egley from the baseline right side, no good. Tipped around, grabbed by Lyndon Miller, now out to Drew Litweiler. He tries to lob it inside to Lyndon and goes over his head and out of bounds.
That was a good look by Drew. Probably should have took the shot, but you know what? He's got that pass-first mentality there. He had a guy open. I don't think was it Linden?
Yeah, Linden.
I don't think he was really looking for that. He was looking for the shot to go
I think
up.
he was looking up at the basket for the rebound. Yep. Thane with the basketball now for Hamilton. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. With the ball is McNaughton. Egley on him like glue. Tries to drive. Now the shot taken by Reeds, well short. Good hustle and a good offensive rebound and a good drive to the basket by Caleb Krieger. 15-5 now. Westview enjoying a 10-point lead. Brady Yoder is checked in. He's number 33. Luke Miller feeds Litweiler inside, misses. Charlie with a rebound, but we have a whistle and a foul before the shot, and it's going to go against number 22, and that's Alex Thane.
You know, they tell me that Charlie's going to finish a second in rebounding all time because Gary's record is out of sight. But I want to tell you what, this kid gets after it everything he does.
Yeah, he does, no doubt. Drives to the basket there and puts it in. He already has 12 points in the first quarter with still a minute and 35 seconds to go. Thane driving left side, picks up his dribble and then feeds McNaughton from the corner, and he hits a three. First three of the game for Hamilton. Now Drew Litweiler takes it down, misses a shot. Good drive to the basket by Drew, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, he's got some good moves, good anticipation too.
And a bank shot by Krieger off the right side. Yeah, Drew has really become more aggressive in the last 4 or 5 ball games.
Yeah, he's going to have to be that next year. He's going to have to take over that scoring role.
There he goes again. Misses a shot, but he was fouled pretty well, or pretty good there. So he'll go to the free throw line shooting 2.
Yeah, you know, I had all these guys in my gym class in the past, and it is just, for me, a blessing to see them grow and develop like they are. And Drew is one that I thought of in 7th grade. Someday he's gonna lead our team in scoring. You know, at some point during his final year, he's going to be the guy that's going to be counted on to do some scoring.
Yeah, he'll get there. I mean, let's see, his high game this year has been 12. That was against Angola. He's certainly capable of it.
Yeah. He'll show some good things.
He's got another year, junior this year. McNaughton drives on Egley, then feeds it right side to Geiselman, and he double dribbles. 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. 18-10 Westview. Litweiler across the timeline, works it left side, out front to Egley, now to Charlie, in the corner left side to Luke Miller. Back to Brady out front, they'll swing it all the way around to the right to Egley. He hits Brady Yoder. Good ball movement by Westview. It's like Hamilton's in are they in man or 2-3?
They're in a 2-3 zone, but everybody's got their eyes on Charlie.
Yep. Brady out front. Westview, of course, going for the last shot here of the quarter. Egley feeds Charlie, and he'll take it all the way to the basket, put it in, and he's fouled.
Jeez, my, what a strong move. Wow, and a nice look by Egley. Very good look to the post because he was open for a shot.
Yeah, he was. I thought he might pop that from where he was.
Yeah,
but
that's my gym assistant 3rd period, and I tell you what, I just love that kid. Him and his brother been my gym assistant for the last few years, and I just love him to death.
Good kid. 21-10 at the end of the first quarter as the buzzer sounds. Westview leading Hamilton. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Do you fret about potential health hazards in your home? Is something eating away at your walls? Stop fretting and do something about it by calling Gold Key Home Inspections. We are a full-service company trained to identify wood-destroying insects, perform mold testing, evaluate the home for radon gas, and do more detailed inspections such as sewer line and thermal imaging. Don't lay awake at night wondering. Call Gold Key today to set up your specialized appointment and leave the worrying to us.
Drew Litweiler inbounding to begin the second quarter of play here at Westview. Charlie Yoder, if you're just joining us, broke the scoring record in the early in the first quarter. That is on the books for 47 years at Westview, so congratulations to Charlie Yoder.
Yeah, you know, the hard work. You look at all of the good ones, great ones. The work that they've put in is far beyond the other guys, and nobody will ever appreciate that. And I can appreciate the work he had. That's what I had to do, and you know, it's unmatched, and you can see it.
Well, you're a scoring leader too.
Well,
that's
been a long time ago.
Jimtown High School.
But
yeah.
I will tell you that I played so much basketball that now I can't even touch it because it hurts.
So you're paying for it now?
Yeah, I'm paying for it.
Yeah, but it was worth it, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Hamilton with the ball. McNaughton drives, gives it off to Reed, and he puts it in.
I want to tell you, this 11 here, he can handle that ball pretty good.
Yeah, they're hanging around. 21-12. It's not even a 10-point lead now. 9-point lead for Westview. Litweiler drives, puts it up. Good. Good strong move that time by Drew.
He didn't want to shoot that. He was looking to kick it out.
Yeah. Long three is in and out by McNaughton. Fast break. Charlie gets the pass, puts it up and in.
Nice look there by the young kid there, Ben Burkett, looking ahead.
(25-12). Shot by Thane is good. That's a three.
I think they may be playing out of their wits right now.
They are. They're looking pretty good. Shot is, or pass inside to Mason Yoder from Litweiler, and Mason hits.
That's another kid that there's another kid that shows a lot of promise for the future too. It's Mason. Oh wow.
Another Yoder.
Yes, sir. You know, you speak of that record that Charlie broke.
Yeah.
Boy, he had to go through his family line there a little bit. I mean, you know, he had to go past Ryan, then Rusty, then Gary. Those are all in the family line right there. I think that's awesome. That is awesome. They are all good players, and I don't care how you chalk it up. They're all good.
Right. Yeah, we were kind of following him up the ladder over the last few years, and I mean there were other Justin Yoder and Ron Yoder and a lot of other Yoders that he passed as he was working his way up the ladder.
Yeah, you know, I should have got that list because there are so many good players. We are one school that's been blessed with a lot of good players, and I probably shouldn't start mentioning any names because I'm not going to be able to mention them all.
Well, you know, I just happen to have that list here.
You know, I've been teaching so long, I forgot what my name is.
We'll call you Troy. Is that all right?
That'll work.
All right. Charlie at the line, and he hits both of them. 29-15. Thane with the basketball for Hamilton. Top of the circle, and he loses it to Litweiler. Quickly ahead to Mason, and he lays it in.
Notice we do a good job passing that ball.
Now we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called against Westview. And that's going to be Brady Yoder picking up his first foul tonight. 5:28 to go in the first half. Bounce pass inside. We have another foul on Westview. And this time it's going to go against Burkett. Lee Reed will inbound for Hamilton. He gets it into Ryan Kuhl. Kuhl loses it to Brady Yoder. Brady across the timeline, works it right side to Mason, and we have an offensive foul as Mason went hard to the basket. And I guess Hamilton got that position.
Boy, I look at that defense that Brady played right there. That's hard to play against, and that's a freshman.
Right.
You know, he's going to be a scorer someday, but he's starting his career playing defense along with his opportunities to score also. That's good for him.
Shot too hard off the glass, but the offensive rebound is put back up and in. And that goes to Lee Reed. That'll be his 4th point of the evening. 31-17 Westview. Pass inside from Charlie to Littweiler, and Drew puts it in. And the Miller twins will check in at the next stoppage of play. Luke and Linden. McNaughton with it for Hamilton. Tries to drive on Mason, then fall-away jumper is long, and the rebound comes to Charlie. Brings it up, has it knocked away, but regains possession, but then slides a little bit and gets called for traveling.
You know, I was a little bit concerned with our mental capacities tonight, you know, playing a team like Hamilton. You know, in the past I've had that thing where, you know we're going to beat them, but how hard, how well are we going to play? And sometimes that can get misconstrued. Charlie doesn't usually travel. You know, I think he's had 2 of them in the game, probably hasn't had 2 of them all year.
Yeah, that sometimes the focus isn't what it should be in games like this.
Yeah.
Brady Yoder. Shot's no good, tipped up no good, and Linden Miller ends up getting his brother's tip and putting it back in.
His brother did that. His brother tipped it to him.
Yep. So is that an assist for Luke?
Right to his brother.
Yeah. 35-17 Westview. 3:50 to go in the first half. Don't forget, next week we have the NECC tournament beginning at Lakeland for Westview on Tuesday evening. And a foul's called underneath on McNaughton of Hamilton. We'll cover both the girls and boys game on Tuesday night.
He called Charlie for that foul.
Oh, he did. Oh, or was it Linda? Oh, no, it went on one of the Millers.
Okay.
Luke, his second.
Yeah. Charlie blocked that pretty clean. Speaking of those blocks, you know, he's going to be the all-time blocks leader.
Charlie will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
those long arms.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know, he could easily just stay back and do nothing but score. But I mean, some of the stats that he has are just ridiculous.
Yeah. Defensive as well as offensive.
Yes.
He's also
nice
way
pass.
up there in assists.
Brady, nice pass.
Brady to Mason. Mason having a night. 9 points already. That's well over his best output. And that was against Cherubusco earlier this year. 20-point lead for Westview now. 3:20 to go. And the timeout's called by Hamilton. This will be a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is capable of performing a wide variety of common home maintenance and remodeling services. We can help you with everything from garbage disposal installation to fixing a leaky faucet. We work in the kitchen, the bathroom, the attic, the garage, and anywhere else that might need attention. With help from Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, you know that you'll be receiving quality work from a fully trained, licensed, and insured professional. Call us today at 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Well, Troy, I think back to the first game I ever broadcasted in this area. I had done some play-by-play in college and stuff, but when I came back, got my job over at Goshen, first game I ever did, you were participating in that. We talked about that a little bit before the game started. It was a Concord-Jimtown game back when you were in high school and the Elkhart County scoring leader.
Boy, that was ancient history.
1980.
Yeah, that's quite a while ago. Boy, oh boy. Wow.
I can't believe I've been doing ball games for that long.
Oh, when you love it, you can't get away from it.
That's right. Thane has the inbound pass for Hamilton. Knocked away and stolen by Linden Miller, then stolen back by Thane. momentarily, and then it was eventually grabbed by Westview. And we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Westview. So the foul goes against Linden. That will send Alex Thane to the free throw line, and they are in the bonus. This is a shot, rebound by Caleb Corey, who's just checked into the ballgame for Westview. Mason driving, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled, so he'll be shooting a pair from the charity stripe.
I'm telling you this, is that Caleb Corey a big boy?
He is, yeah.
Gee, many Christmas, look at that wingspan.
I was really surprised. I knew that he was a big kid, but man, he grew a lot over the summer, it seems like.
Holy cow, he looks as tall as his dad. I mean, no, well. Yeah, well, I tell you what.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I meant to say there. I bet his mom has some height on her side of the family, though.
Probably. Mason hits 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe. He has 10 now. McNaughton brings it across the timeline for Hamilton. He lobs it right into the hands of Linden. And he goes to Luke, and
baby,
the Miller show.
Let me tell you something now. That was a beautiful pass. Beautiful no-look pass.
Luke puts it in. He has 4 points now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. Westview with a very comfortable lead, 40-17. Foul on Westview. It will send Caleb Krieger to the free throw line. That one goes against Caleb Corey, his first. Drew Miller into the ball game for Westview, number 3. Caleb Krieger at the free throw line, hit off the back of the iron, no good, and a rebound Mason. He'll get it to Charlie, and back the Warriors come. Mason goes left side to Luke Miller, now to Charlie for 3. And it's short, rebound Mason. Good hustle to the rim. Charlie drives it into the paint, puts it up, scores, and he's fouled. Let's see if it was on the floor or if it was in the act of shooting.
That was in the act. Whether they say it or not, that was in the act of shooting.
Oh, they're going to call traveling on him.
Are you serious?
Wow. A little bit of a surprise there. Wow.
Wow.
I thought you could come to that jump stop. But they whistled him for that. Unless he took an extra step after that, but I didn't see it.
At worst, I thought maybe he was being grabbed at the same time.
Well, that's true. McNaughton with the ball out front. Inside 2 minutes to play now in the first half. McNaughton loses it, and it goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Luke's putting that hand out there in front, not letting him cross over. Boy, they got many turnovers.
Drew Miller feeds it inside to Charlie, and he misses a shot, but he's fouled.
It's a good-looking side by Drew there. Charlie gives him 5. You know, it's not very hard to know who can score that ball for you, and you just go get you an assist right away.
Charlie misses his first free throw. He'll get another. Blake Egley will check in. For Charlie, it looks like. And he hits. Charlie with 20 now. Blake Egley checks in. You know, we mentioned it earlier with the tournament coming up next week. This is kind of a good game to get your team some rest. For those big 4 games coming up next week.
Yeah, I bet you this wasn't by design, but this turned out to be a pretty the right game to have right before the big week.
Right.
Nothing against Hamilton either. I'm not shooting them down or anything.
Hamilton with the ball, driving and putting it up, then short is Ryan Kuhl. Offensive rebound by Krieger. Now it's stolen away by Drew Miller. Good bounce pass up to Mason, but he got ahead of the basketball. Then Caleb puts it up. He misses. Loose on the floor. Knocked down is Krieger trying to get a baseball pass down court. Now it's getting a little sloppy out there. Now they're going to call a push on Luke. It looked like it was a reach in on the Hamilton player, but they called a foul on Luke. Third foul on Luke tonight. 68 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the officials are having a conversation of whether it's a shooting foul, maybe, because it wasn't a player control foul, or it'll be a shooting foul. Luke comes out. Drew checks back in for Westview. Eli McNaughton at the free throw line for Hamilton. Hamilton, or McNaughton misses his free throw. Mason brings it all the way down, feeds Drew Miller. Drew Litweiler, now Egley. Back to the Litweiler. He gets it inside to Caleb Corey, right back to Drew Litweiler. Drives it down the baseline, puts it up off the glass and scores.
Nice. I like the smarts of Caleb there. He cleared that area just in time to get his man out of there so he wouldn't, Drew wouldn't get doubled.
Cool. Gets it to McNaughton. A three is good. His second three of the night. 43-20. Westview by 23. Drew Litweiler out front. Westview, as usual, will go for the last shot of the quarter here. Drew Litweiler holding out front. We have two Drews in the lineup right now with Drew Miller. Down to 12 seconds. Drew now directing traffic. We get it to Egley, and they'll lob it into Mason, and boy, that worked well.
Beautiful play.
12 points now for Mason Yoder after the first half. So we played 16 minutes of basketball now from Westview. Westview with a commanding lead, 45-20 over Hamilton. Troy and I will be back with the Weaver Furniture Sales halftime show right after this 2-minute timeout.
In a school of only 400 students, thousands gather to watch them play. Welcome to Westview High School, a powerhouse in the middle of a cornfield.
Defense is very important down here.
It's not defense till you block out and go get the ball. It's not a defensive possession completed till you hit your man and one of our guys goes gets the basketball.
With Westview, that's what they want. Jason Yoder on the miss, Vance clears, and we have an offensive foul.
Big key was your defense.
That's been our key all year, and we saw on tape that Paoli hasn't played against the kind of the traps and the pressure that we use all the time, so we felt that we could hurt him with it.
We've got a good following. I don't care if we have a bad year or a good year. It just seems like we have a following. It's just a community. They just stick together.
Up in the midst of Amish country, and that you would see 60 or 70-some buggies at every home game, a strong Amish following, and look at the following they have here today.
You must work for 32 minutes. Make sure we work together. 5-man, we screen, we cut, we keep the ball high, and we pop the ball around. Less dribble, more pass.
Twister in trouble, finds the open man. Randy Miller at the buzzer.
Always play strong from the triple threat position. Wild shots are just like a turnover, and then you got an offensive rebound. Go get it and don't stop until we score. On the line, one step man side, one step ball side, and when that ball fires on a skip or reversal, you are going. Anticipate. Don't wait till the ball's above your head. Move. Be ready.
And now your roster and starting lineup for the Westview Warriors.
Guys, there are a lot of things you can do on a weekend. There isn't one thing that's going to be more fun than stepping out on that floor tonight. Make sure you leave everything on the floor. You play hard. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Work. 1, 2, 3, work. Let's go.
The Westview Warriors, Class 2A state champions. One that's well-deserved.
I missed 3 games since 1967. I just like the game. I'd give my left arm if I could play basketball today.
There's nothing in the water here, but there's something in the people, the players, the fans, the band, the whistler. These are the ingredients to a winning tradition and a spectacular view of basketball.
Jerry Hosella with Troy Neely back with you at Westview High School. We're at halftime, 45-20 is our score. Westview leading Hamilton, and Charlie Yoder broke the scoring record for Westview early in the first quarter of this ball game. So congratulations to Charlie Yoder. And before we get to the scoring, Troy, 20 years ago, you had a state championship basketball team. That was the second. Right.
Yeah.
Because the first one was 1999. But, you know, we talked about records and so on, but we've only had 2 championships in the history of Westview, and they came in back-to-back years when you were head coach. So it's an honor to have you next to me.
Well, I'll tell you what, those were some special years. You know, you look in the gym now, and boy, the basketball is still being played. The crowd is still here. You know, nothing stops. The only thing that's changed here is the names and faces. And those boys that won that thing in '99 and 2000, they'll never tell you this, but you know, what they did was kind of sacred. It's not very easy to do.
Right.
And you look back 20 years ago, and most of the people in this gym, especially from the kid standpoint, they weren't even alive. You know, and not that it's ever going to be forgotten for a while, but it has been quite a while. And every once in a while, well, I shouldn't say every once in a while. Once a year, I'll get that '99 video out, and we show it in my gym class as the last day of school. We're done with our finals and all. And me personally, I've been trying to keep that thing alive, and you know, and keep that spark inside the boys, and let them see what's happened, and keep on trying to inbred that. I don't know if that's a word, but just feed this to them and get it set in them so they can shoot for that, and I'd love to see it happen again.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
and
it encourages them to.
That's what I like to do. I like to encourage them. They hear about it, but you know, and that they can see it a little bit and hear that crowd, boy, it can put some pride in them and make them really want to do that. And you know, that's the one thing today that I think that I don't see as much as I used to see back then. I don't see as many kids playing as much as they used to and working on things as much. So, you know, there's 1 or 2 here, you know, 1 or 2 players that really stand out. They probably are the ones that's put the most time in.
Right.
And the other player, a lot of the other guys are doing other things, which is fine. But, you know, it just seems like at Westview, you're almost expected to put the time in, and you got a big crowd to play in front of, and how better to be ready than if you put all your practice into it. Those guys I had, man, all of them high honor roll. I mean, they were excelling in the classroom, out of the classroom. I couldn't have been more blessed with a group of players than what I had then.
Right. Yeah, that was a special group of kids, but they had a good coach too. So,
well, I think they'll show you. They're still showing you right now that all of them are doing something special right now.
Right.
There's some doctors there.
Yeah,
there's some teachers. Right. There's some principals and superintendents. And speaking of superintendents, that one of mine was over here giving me the look here a little while ago. You know, it's incredible that I was his coach one day and now he's my boss. I sure hope he has no intentions of paying me back for all the running that he had to do. But I think he'll tell you it paid off.
Yeah.
You know,
well, he's got his doctorate now.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Randy Miller.
Yeah, these guys were not only were they excelling on the basketball court, but off the court. My gosh, the things. Jeff Nelson's a doctor.
Right.
Eric Yoder's a doctor. Dwayne Weaver.
Right.
You know, there's other ones. I can't think of everything that everyone's doing right now. Derek Yoder, he's a guidance counselor in Columbia City doing some coaching, and Mark's a principal somewhere. Adam Bontrager is a coach at Tri-West.
Right.
And boy, Scott Hosteller, I can't remember what he's doing.
He was in St. Louis. He had a great job in St. Louis. I'm not sure whether that's where he still is, but anyway.
And I can't call all their names right now because I can't think of all of them. That's my age. And but all of those players, I mean, I pray for those players every day. I still try to keep up with them as much as I can. They're never going to be forgotten. And they don't even know what they did here. I mean, it's really special.
It was special.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. We're about ready to start the second half. If you want to just run down the scoring real quick.
Yeah, for Hamilton, they had this Eli McNaughton, looks like their best player. He had 2 threes for 6 points. And then another kid, Thane, had 6 points. Caleb Krager, Lee Reed both had 4. That was all their scoring, 4 guys. We have 5 guys scoring. Charlie leads us with 20 at halftime. And, you know, he didn't have his best half.
No,
it seems
didn't.
like, you know, he had a couple of things not go his way, but he had 20. And Mason had 10 or 12 points there.
12. Yeah, it was 12.
Yeah, and Litweiler 7, Luke Miller 4, Linden 2. Not bad for a half of basketball.
No, not at all. No, we have a comfortable lead, I'd say. 25 points, 45-20 at halftime as we begin the third quarter.
And with that said, I guarantee you they got chewed in that locker room a little bit. I'm guaranteeing you Rob feels like I do. That's quite a, 20 points for them and a half. We don't want to see that again.
Right. Westview gets it to begin the third quarter. Charlie gets it to Ben Burke. It looks like we have the original starting lineup out there. The Miller twins, and then you got Ben Burkett, we got Charlie, and we got Mason. And Mason takes a shot, and he misses, but the rebound's pulled down by Charlie. He'll get it to Ben. Ben will put up the little jumper. It's a little short, but good hustle by Linden on the offensive rebound. Now to Luke. He'll bounce pass to Charlie. Charlie in the corner to Mason. Drives it down the baseline, shoots it over to Linden. Good ball movement. To Luke, now to Charlie, he misses, tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton. It's going to be Westview basketball. Ben Burkett will be the trigger man for Westview as they try to inbound underneath their own basket off to the left. Caleb Lepper comes into the lineup for Hamilton. Coming out is Alex Thane. Lob inside.
Beautiful out of bounds play.
Mason having a good game. 14 points now for Mason. McNaughton out front. Burkett on him and steal by Mason. And Mason picks it up and he's going to be called for carrying.
I think Mason had something in his mind called a dunk.
And he could.
He can easily dunk. Yeah, he can easily dunk.
I think you're right. That's what he had on his mind there.
I might have had that on my mind too when he got that.
McNaughton goes right side to Reed. Reed drives it down the baseline. And he stepped out of bounds. Thane comes back in for Hamilton. And coming out will be Lee Reed. Lyndon Miller inbounding to Burkett. He'll get it to Charlie. Swing it around to Mason. Inside to Luke. Paint. Charlie now out front to Linden. Back to Luke. In the corner right side. Mason. He'll drive it down the baseline. Good feed
Beautiful
inside.
pass.
Sixth point of the game for Luke. 49-20 now.
Mason's showing a lot of things that he has tonight. That was a nice looking pass there for Mason.
Mason, quick hands, makes a steal, but then he's called for traveling.
Wow, I don't quite see that one. Mason's letting him know about it too.
Mason, a sophomore. Good steal. Lead pass to Charlie, and he does!
Oh, baby!
Well,
throwing it down, says Charlie.
Charlie's second dunk of the year. In and out. Rebound, Mason Yoder. Mason, and we're going to have an offensive foul.
Are you kidding?
Wow. Guy jumped right in front of him, but Mason gets called for the foul, and that'll be his third.
That was a block. I think the official might be feeling a little bad for Hamilton here.
He might have, because the kid jumped right in front of him.
See, I got to watch myself. I'll get into that coaching mode now and start yelling.
Bain, left side. Picks up his dribble, looking for a pass, gets it to McNaughton, and a timeout is called by head coach Grant Hennessy in his first year at the helm of Hamilton. And it's going to be a 30. We'll keep it right here.
You know, I better be careful how I talk here tonight, because, you know, I got that mother and father-in-law of mine are down there in Florida, Ernie and Edna Yoder. Now, I'm sure Edna's on my case already about something. And I want her to know that she's probably right. She usually is.
I think that was the right reaction from you.
Okay.
Hamilton will inbound after the timeout. 51-20. 21-point lead for Westview. 31-point lead, actually. 5:36 to go in the third quarter. Driving down the baseline, then feeding off the shots. No good. Underneath by Krieger. And back come the Warriors. Lyndon Miller to Luke Miller. Ben Burkett in the corner to Mason Yoder. Hamilton still in their 2-3 zone. They've been in that since the onset of this ball game. I don't think they've varied from that, have they?
No, they haven't come out of that. To be real honest with you, that's just about all they can do. If they go man-to-man, we'll put up 100 on them.
Yeah, we're very quick.
Yeah, yep. Well coached, well efficient.
Lob to Charlie, and he puts it in.
Boy, if that had been a little higher, we might have got a second dunk out of
that. Could be.
Dunk out of that.
24 now for Charlie, and it looks like we're going to have a line change here as 5 Warriors have come off the bench and they're getting ready to check in. Luke Miller, get it to Charlie. Charlie sees all those guys waiting and decides to put one up.
Yeah.
Misses the 3. Whoa! Thane took it in the chops. I think he's doing okay. Charlie going after the basketball, but got him in the mouth.
Yeah. That ball, you know, Charlie had a steal, and that ball whacked the kid right in the jaw there. And this is a good rest for the guys there. And as long as the guys coming in for them are playing well, they're going to get to play probably.
We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, I know I was kind of hard on the guys off the bench there. I've had times where I put them in there, and if they didn't play well, they come right back out.
Well, you're not the only coach that's done that. Yeah,
well, that's probably not smart either. They play as much time and they spend as much time in practice as the other guys do, and the other guys are allowed some mistakes. So
I guess maybe it does for a coach. It looks a little different once you start watching the game as a spectator.
That's right.
You start thinking about those things.
Yeah, and I'm definitely a spectator tonight, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Geiselberg puts it up, misses a shot, but he's called for traveling.
Now, if you look up at that scoreboard, I think the talk at halftime was right what I said.
Probably.
They haven't scored a point since that half.
They're stuck on 20. Drew Miller will get it to Egley. So we have Blake Egley, Drew Miller, Brady Yoder, Drew Litweiler, Caleb Corey.
Drew. I sure would love to see Drew go ahead and take one from over there in that corner that they're giving him, Drew Miller.
Yeah. Egley hit. That'll be a 3 for Blake. That'll be his first points in the ball game.
That's my gym assistant there. He shot that one from downtown Topeka.
There you go. Well, knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay in the possession of Hamilton as Ryan Poole. Now they're going to switch, and Caleb Lepper will bring it in for Hamilton. He'll get it into Eli McNaughton. And McNaughton didn't have anyone to throw to, so he just gave it to Brady, and Brady takes it to the left of the court and puts it up and in.
Look at the strength of that kid, the aggressive there. He took it right to the shoulder of that defender, jumped right into him. That's uncanny for a freshman.
It is, yeah.
I believe that's like his dad, though. His dad would have done that when he was that young,
Rusty,
too.
yeah.
He went for the contact, man. Don't no falling away. I'm gonna come right at you.
Just a freshman, Brady Yoder.
Wow. Look at that.
Good defense.
That's good D.
Brady knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Hamilton.
There hasn't been many freshmen to come up and play, you know, at this level.
No, I think Charlie did, but yeah.
Yeah, Charlie and
Hales probably.
Yeah, and Hales, and also
the big guy.
Yeah. And Collier. Yeah, that's right. It's just not an easy thing to do.
Right. Over the years, though, we haven't had that many. Shot up, no good by Corey. Gets his own rebound. Then we have a whistle and a foul, contact underneath, and it's going to be going the other way.
That was a good move by Caleb Corey. He didn't finish it, but I see him being able to do that here after some experience.
Foul goes on Drew Miller, his first. 58-20 Westview.
You know, I'm so glad that I was a coach instead of a statistician, keeping stats. I'm completely out of it. I'm into the game, and if they had to count my stats, it would be a mess.
I tell you, we've got a good statistician, and that's Dan Byler. He's a mathematician, and he's a statistician. Shot by Geiselman. And he hits from way outside. That was a 3, wasn't it, Troy? I think.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Beautiful burger.
Justin, our engineer, mentioned in our headsets that was their, that's their first basket of this half.
Yeah.
And we're almost 6 minutes into the third quarter. With the ball is Jackson Stuckey, and he's called for traveling. He's a big kid, 6'4".
He played JV.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he played JV.
Familiar.
This 3 that's coming out played JV too.
Hamilton, a very small school, 1A. Ryan Yoder, the JV coach, our JV coach, had some experience coaching over there. And Brady again pops one inside the lane.
I tell you what, we got 3 guys showing you some flashes of next year already.
Right. Oh, good block by Drew Litweiler. McNaughton with it. He'll give it off to Geiselman, and his shot this time is well short. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Blake Egley.
And Blake will never have a rebound come that easy for him again. No, it was so
dropped
easy,
right
he wasn't quite ready for it. I don't care who Rob puts in that game. It comes from practice, but they got those heads. They are playing hard.
They are.
They are playing hard.
And that's very typical of the Westview team. Lee Reed tries to drive the baseline, cut off by Litweiler. Thane, he'll put up the shot. No good. Rebound, Caleb Quarry tries to get it to Egley, but Blake hadn't turned around yet. He was headed up court, had the right idea, but it came on the wrong side. So Ryan Cool will inbound right in front of us for Hamilton. I tell you, back when Gary Yoder played, one of the losses that year that we made it all the way down to Fort Wayne in the regional, one of our losses came against Hamilton. They had a good team back then.
I think I remember some talk about they had a couple of big guys there that were pretty good.
Right.
They say
they had a big guy and a guard. It seemed like the guard's name was Knox. He was very tough. But pretty much dominated over the last 30 years, 26-3.
Yeah, that gets it done.
Ryan Cool feeds Thane. Good work by Hamilton that time. 62-25. Minute 10 to go in the third quarter. Good offensive rebound by Corey, who got the edge inside and put it up and in. Caleb's first 2 of the night.
Yes.
Inside a minute to go. Now Thane hits a 3, his second of the night. 28 points on the board now for Hamilton. Let's see, they came in with an average of 33.7 per game. Egley. Drew inside to Caleb.
Nice.
Good work. These guys aren't hurting us any.
Yep. Nice little jump hook there. I see our fourth player now is showing some flashes of what's next year.
Caleb?
Yep. Yes.
With the ball is Reed. He'll get it to Cool. Cool throws it away. Brady Yoder with the steal. And he flips it up. Oh, nice feed from the freshman to Drew Litweiler.
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, these guys are clicking.
Let me tell you something. Nice pass, Brady.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Just laid it right up there for him.
This freshman is going to be special.
40-point lead for Westview after 3. 68-28 is our score. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. You'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They will work with you to find a piece that fits your needs, or they'll have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana. Visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
Back at Westview, beginning the fourth quarter, it'll be Hamilton with the ball first. Thane crosses the timeline. He's their leading scorer tonight. He'll drive it to the bucket. Looked like he got tripped up a little bit, and we have a whistle and a foul. Lyndon Miller into the ball game, and Brandon Lehman in. Burkett, and we have Charlie back in, and Mason.
You know why this kid's shooting these free throws? I'd like to say this record that Charlie broke tonight is him and all of his teammates that he's played with. You know, those guys listening and out there, you're a part of this. These guys playing on the team right now, someday they're going to look back and say, you know, I was on that team when he broke that record.
Right.
Things will be a lot different than when they look at it from there. This is going to be a special time for them to talk about in the future. Just like we talk about Gary now, they'll talk it this way then.
Yeah, I get the chills just thinking about that.
Absolutely.
That's right. Charlie with the ball, double team, gives it off to Lyndon. Right back to Charlie. He'll take it from the baseline and knocked away, blocked by Thane out of bounds. So Westview will be inbounding underneath their own bucket off to the right. Burkett will bring it in for the Warriors. Ben lobs it into Charlie. He'll hand it off to Linden, but can't get it to go.
Yeah.
Good unselfish move by Charlie there. Thane gives it off to Reed. His shot's long, and now Mason grabs the rebound but has his pocket picked, and Thane will put it in. McNaughton got his hands in there and knocked it away. Brandon Lehman tries to get his first varsity points, misses, and now the putback is up and in by Lyndon Miller. Three in the air is long by Reed, pulled down by Charlie. Charlie to Burkett. We go to Brandon Lehman, to Burkett. Now back to Charlie. Guess you want to get your starters back in to keep them fresh.
Yeah, just to get them a little action in the second half.
Right.
And, then get them out of there, you know, with about 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go. Here comes their JV team.
Pretty much what you see. Yeah, 5 new guys in.
Yeah, they got
for
5
Hamilton.
JV guys out there, and
Krieger picks up his first foul. Burkett will inbound. They'll lob it in. This time it's going to go to Mason. He misses. Charlie puts it up, misses, but there's a foul underneath on Hamilton.
well, I'm going to tell you right now, that Mason looks like he's climbing a ladder on those lobs.
He gets up there, doesn't he?
His dad, Mark was one of the more tremendous shooters we've had in our history.
He's another one that's on that list.
Absolutely. And Mark couldn't jump like his son, but boy, he could shoot it.
I know Rusty could jump. I remember that.
Yeah, Rusty he could flat out elevate too.
Charlie hits both free throws. He's up to 26 points now. As I mentioned, 28.9 coming into this game. Long three is off the mark by Dittamore.
Well, he wasn't bashful when he got in, was he?
No, he wasn't. Brandon Lehman tries to put it up strong. He's fouled. And Brandon will try to get his first varsity points of his career.
Boy, that kid, they battled each other in the JV game. I think he had enough of Brandon in the JV. He tried to chop his arm off on that one there.
High arching free throw, he misses, but he'll get one more. Brandon's solid, isn't he? I mean,
he's
big
he's a big boy.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. First varsity point for Brandon Lehman. 73-32. Westview. With the ball, Kaiser Bunny will drive it down the baseline, put up a shot, misses, and Lyndon Miller had the ball stripped away. It goes out of bounds off of Hamilton.
Hey, I got something else for you to swallow here a little bit. You know, you look at, I'm thinking of Charlie again on this night, which would probably belong to him a little bit, along with his teammates. This guy is going to finish first in wins for his career on the current pace. He's going to finish first in block shots and in scoring. He's going to finish second in rebounding, steals, and assists.
2 more on the board for Charlie. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, say what you want to say. I don't care who you are. When you get all of those things done, you're special. You're a good player. I mean, he helps his team in any and all the ways that he can. But what I marvel at the most about him is his court senses. If you ever just watch his face during the game, everything is happening before him before it happens, and that's from being out there so much. In his day, he's played a lot of basketball. That's what I marvel at.
Great ball player. Drew Miller is in now. Shot from the left side's no good by Lyndon Miller. Rebounded by Thane for Hamilton. And he'll put it up inside the paint, misses the shot, and Brady Yoder got up pretty high. And he tries to hit Burkett cutting toward the basket, but the pass is just a little bit ahead of him.
Yeah, I think Burkett was starting to scoot out to the wing, and Charlie. Boy,
Brady.
Cousin. Yeah, we got 3 cousins on the team. Brady wanted to get him a pass going to the basket.
75-32 is our score. 4:48 to go in this ball game. Driving his guys. Oh, by the way, I did mention to Charlie before the game I wanted to talk to him after the game, so he'll be coming over. And Brady scores on the steal and the drive. Brady with his best output of his varsity career was 6. Thane's shot is deflected, and Brady, nope, I guess it wasn't deflected. He just missed it.
Yeah, I got Brady for 8.
Oh, maybe, yeah, it could be. I'm kind of getting involved in the game, too. You're right.
Yeah, that's all right. We got to talk tonight, because I'll tell you what, this was number 1. It was a very tough game for us mentally, but man, we've come to play.
And even the kids that have come off the bench have played hard.
Yes, sir.
It's been a total team effort.
And our crowd's been here too. That's something that'll never go away.
Right. Brady with the 3. Once again, you're seeing the future Westview players.
Absolutely, boy. I tell you what, 11 points for that kid. That's just a little pre-look at what he's going to be.
And you look out at him, he doesn't look flustered or he doesn't look overwhelmed by the speed of the game or anything. I mean, he just looks very comfortable out there.
And literally looks like his dad.
Yeah, he does.
In the face, he looks like his dad.
Reminds me of Rusty a lot.
Yes, he does. Yep. On the left side, though.
Yeah, right. Drew Miller to Brady in the corner, drives, tries to put up a reverse layup, and he's fouled. That will go against Alex Thane, and that'll be his 4th. Once again, I'll remind you, Tuesday night will be at Lakeland for the first round of the NECC tournament. The girls' game is at 6. We'll go on the air around 5:45 from Lakeland.
Yeah, I'd like to say a hi to my former player, Ryan Yoder. Would be Rusty's brother out there in Colorado right now. He fits right into this group also.
Ryan, oh yeah, I remember Ryan. 10-point lead now, or 10 points in the ball game for Drew Litweiler as he hit that last shot on the Westview side.
Ryan was a tremendous player. Oh my. I think he had a 28-point average one year. Cat quick, very smart. One of the most tenacious players I ever had play for me.
Thane hits his free throw. 83-33.
There really wasn't anything that he couldn't do well. That jump shot was pure, ball handling, defense, everything was pure. Of course, he started for Colorado State University.
Right. Division I. Brady, another 3. In and out, no good. Pulled down by Hamilton. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go in this ball game. Westview by 50. Shot way outside, no good. And we have a push. It's going to be called on Hamilton. It'll be Brandon Dittemore picking up the foul, I believe, number 14. It is his first.
I'm glad to see Brady just in that mode. And hey, if I'm open, I'm ready to let it ride. I'm glad to see him in that mode. I've watched him in gym and other times where he could shoot that ball. Nice
Brady,
cut.
another jump shot, misses. Rebound, McNaughton. Bounce pass up court, it'll go to Lepper. He'll put it up and in on the runner. Drew Litweiler.
Nice.
Good. Drive to the basket down the lane for Litweiler. 13 now for Drew. That's his high for the season.
We'll have a bunch of them next year.
Reed puts it up, gets his own rebound, scores. 85-37. Stay tuned after the ball game. We'll talk to Charlie Yoder, the record breaker. They blew the whistle just so we could get some more guys in. Yeah.
Got Blake in for Drew there. Wasn't going to have a turnover or anything, so Rob said, darn it, I'm going to make my own.
There you go. Burkett with the ball out front for Westview. Tries to get it inside to Blake, and he's knocked away as two Hamilton players collapse down, made the play. Good drive by Dittemore.
Hamilton's still playing hard.
Yeah, they are.
They aren't dead.
Got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, that's
coming
on the
in
coach.
Here. 0-9, and there's Drew Miller with a shot, misses. Pulled down by Hamilton, and back come the Marines. McNaughton inside, shots up and good by Leopard. 85-41. So they are over their, well over their, well, 8 points over their average offensive output.
And so we're over our average too. So
yeah, we are.
We'll take it.
By 30 points. Inside, Brandon Lehman. He'll get it out of trouble to Egley, the Yoder, Brady Yoder. 66 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Warriors, from this point, will just try to kill the clock.
This is a game you're glad to get into your belt and out of the way so we can go on and move on toward that tournament.
Well, we're calling another timeout to get guys into the ball game, this time for Hamilton. And some of these guys I don't even have on my score sheet.
Right, yeah, they came up from the JV. I'm sure they're not going to go away feeling terribly bad about themselves.
No, they played hard.
Yeah, they did. Oh my.
So I'm not sure what they're doing.
They had 14 guys out there.
Yeah,
they're trying
they
to
did,
get 10
they?
of them off.
Coach is counting. Okay, now there's 5. So now they're going to send another guy in. I thought they already had 5 out there. They do.
They do.
But then McNaughton's still in. So maybe McNaughton will come out. Yep. He was hoping he wasn't coming out, but he is. Well, you got to give him credit. He wants to be out there competing.
Yep. He's one of their better players, it
He
looked
is.
like to me.
Drew Miller
Come on,
from the
Drew.
corner. Little off. Pulled out of there by number 13. I don't have him on my score sheet.
Right.
So
Look
I
at the
don't know.
guys on the bench. They want Drew to get a bucket.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. We'll come to the other end, shoot some free throws.
You know, Drew's dad played for me, Jamie.
Yeah.
And Jamie was a steady, he was a basketball, he's just a basketball nut. He'll play basketball and have it in his blood for the rest of his life. He wanted to be a part of that team. He had the I wouldn't have wanted his role in practice. He had to play against Ryan and Rob Yoder every day. That was hard, but he was up to it. He was up to it every day.
Jamie knows the game of basketball inside and out.
Yes.
25 seconds to go. Brady just holding out front as the Warriors will chalk up their 7th victory of the year against just 2 losses. And they'll go to 4-1 in the conference as the crowd begins to file out of Westview's gymnasium. So on a record-setting night tonight, the Westview Warriors defeat the Hamilton Marines by a score of 85-43. And we'll take a break, and Charlie will join us at some point in time. We'll take a look at scoring and stats right after this. We'll take a minute timeout here. Okay, so we've got...
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cap, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail, so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years. Have you ever been unpleasantly surprised by a purchase and wish you had done more investigation before buying? Gold Key Home Inspections is here to help give you peace of mind about one of your largest investments, your home. Our inspectors are trained to expertly evaluate all aspects of your potential home and give you information to use in making an informed decision. Don't gamble on your future. Give Gold Key Home Inspections a call today to set up your appointment.
Up. He's posing for a couple pictures, but he'll be coming up.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is capable of performing a wide variety of common home maintenance and remodeling services. We can help you with everything from garbage disposal installation to fixing a leaky faucet. We work in the kitchen, the bathroom, the attic, the garage, and anywhere else that might need attention. With help from Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, you know that you'll be receiving quality work from a fully trained, licensed, and insured professional. Call us today at 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Hey, we're back at Westview High School where the Westview Warriors have defeated the Hamilton Marines by a score of 85-43, and I'm joined by the record setter, Charlie Yoder. Charlie, congratulations for setting that Westview record tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That was a record that was held for 47 years. Have you had that on your mind even when you were a kid?
I mean, I always thought it would be cool, but to do that always growing up, and it was a goal of mine, but I've been blessed with really good teammates, and they've all helped me past and present, and I've just been really blessed for that.
Tell you, Charlie, the scoring record is great, but you're also way up there in assists and rebounds and blocked shots and that type of thing, too. It shows the hard work that you've put in to playing basketball, but you can tell that you love the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a joy of mine since I've been little, and it's been fun for me to play the game of basketball, and I just try to do whatever I can to help my teammates win.
You've played with a lot of really good players in your career as a freshman. You kind of grew up with Elijah Hales and, of course, Rensberger and the other guys. I mean, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank on some of the other players, but I mean, you had a lot of good people to look up to, other good players to look up to.
Thank you. Like I said, I've been blessed with great teammates, and I mean, they've taught me a lot. I've learned a lot from them, and I've just been blessed, and I had the easy job of knocking down shots.
So was it kind of a stress on you thinking about the record coming up? At all? Did you think about it, or was it something you just...
I mean, I try not to think about it too much. I'm just focused on winning basketball games, and whatever comes along with that comes along with it. So our focus is to win basketball games and be the best we can by March, and I think we're getting better.
I think so, too. If you look at that, if you look at your team this year, you might have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start, but it seems like every game you get a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, credit to our young guys. They could have folded, and we could have folded after a little bit of a rough start, but we've put ourselves in a really good situation going into the NECC tournament.
You guys have really done well up to this point this year, and you got a long road ahead of you. Of course, the NECC tournament's coming up next week. You have Lakeland. And I mean, the whole tournament could be tough. You play Lakeland on the road over there, then you start running into the Prairie Heights and the Fairfields and that type of thing.
Yeah, we just got to take it one game at a time. I mean, not a lot of us have. I mean, we've been through it, but we have a lot of us haven't played heavy minutes. So I think our seniors just got to lead by example and get us through that, because you got to refocus right away and get ready for the next game, no matter how good you played at the last one.
Good point, Charlie. Well, once again, congratulations for attaining that record. It's, like I said, 47 years. That's quite something. And congratulations, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Charlie Yoder, the leading scorer, career scoring leader for the Westview Warriors, has joined us, and he's getting a big hug now from Troy Neely, the color commentator for me tonight. And we're going to be going over scoring here shortly. As soon as I could get Troy back, we'll go over Hamilton's first. All right, Troy, we'll let you get the headsets back on. What a night here at Westview High School as the scoring record was broken by Charlie Yoder, a 47-year-old record owned by Gary Yoder. It's a 1973 graduate of Westview High School. So a big night here at Westview. Pretty cool to be here.
I think so. People don't know it right now, but they're going to someday say, you know what, I was there that night.
That's right.
That he broke that record, you know, and...
well, you know, even looking back at Gary's career, he had a couple games where he scored 50 points, but I was there because we traveled. I mean, I was on the JV, so we were with the team, you know, and we'd be in the locker room with these guys, and I still can visualize that. We made it to the, I mean, this is before the class time, and we made it to the regional down at Fort Wayne. We knocked off Fort Wayne Northside in the first game. And then we almost beat Northrop in game 2 and would have gone to the semi-state as a small, tiny school.
Yeah, and you may be the only guy in here that experienced that. You know, from the locker room and all that. See what I'm saying?
Well, no, I mean, Roger Yoder, the keeps score, he was on that team, and there's several others. But yeah, it's a neat experience.
It's really special. I mean, it's really something. And unless you experience it, you don't really know about it.
Right.
You know.
Well, and Gary went on to have a great career at Cincinnati. He led the nation in free throw percentage at least one of the years, and maybe more than that. But I remember when I went to college then in Bloomington, I would watch Saturday afternoon basketball, and he'd be on TV. You know, and there's Gary. I played with, you know. So it's pretty cool.
You know, I didn't get to watch Gary, but from all of the reports I had, this guy was good right and left-handed.
Oh, yeah.
Right or left?
Oh, he was an athlete,
either way.
I tell you. Yeah, ambidextrous. He had smooth moves underneath. I mean, when we got to Fort Wayne, we played Northrop and Northside, not in that order, Northside and Northrop, and they had some really big guys, but he would just drive right around them. Yeah, he could shoot from the outside. Yeah, he was a good ball player.
And I'll tell you what, it's the roots of all of it. It comes from Gary, the hard work ethic. You know, he played and worked a lot in that barn. He worked on his game, and he practiced and he practiced and he practiced, and that fed into Ryan, Rusty, Rob, now Charlie, Rusty's other boys, Brady here, and there's a young one coming along that you're going to hear about. And then you got Mark's boys. These guys are putting the time in. I mean, hours and hours and hours. And I did that, and I can totally appreciate that. It doesn't guarantee you that you're going to be a very good player or not, but it sure is going to give you the confidence that there's nothing you haven't done, and I earned all this time. I earned these buckets, and it's just – and now guys that haven't done that, they really don't feel like they can do it.
Right.
But I sure hope to have a lot more guys starting to do that now, because that's what it takes, a lot of work, a lot of practice.
That's right. Well, yeah, it's been an exciting evening tonight. Maybe we could take a look at scoring before we get any further. Westview did defeat Hamilton 85-43. Go ahead, Troy, if you've got the numbers there.
Okay, it looks like with Hamilton, this Alex Thane had 16 points for them, and I'm not going to try to tell you how many baskets and how many free throws and all, but then Lee Reed had 6 points for him. Eli McNaughton had 6 points, and they had 2 other kids, Krager and Lepper had 4. Well, Krager and Lepper had 4 points each, and then they had some 2s with Cobb and Dittamore. And I'm looking over here at their turnovers. They had 31 turnovers and to 8 assists.
Wow.
They had one guy with 14 turnovers, the guy that handled the ball the most. So we put the pressure all over them. A lot of those turnovers were not, they were self-created too. For Westview, boy, our leading scorer was Charlie Yoder. And you know, in my opinion, Charlie was a little flat with his three-point shot tonight, and I'm gonna tell you that's from emotions. You know,
Right.
When he had the emotional beginning of the game, when he broke the record, that sets in and works on your muscles. And I could see his shot was a little flat, but to finish with 28 points on an off night, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And then you got his cousin Mason Yoder had 14 points, and it looked like, you know, Mason, let's see, I thought he had, yeah, Mason had 7 rebounds. Charlie had 12 rebounds, you know, with the time that he played. And then we got Drew Littweiler had 13 points, and he played a good floor game. Brady Yoder, the freshman, had 12 points and played really hard out there, which all our guys did. We had Luke Miller with 8 points. Brandon Lehman had 1. Caleb Corey chipped in 4 points. Lyndon Miller 2. I thought I had someone else for a basket too.
Let's check my score sheet. No, I think he hit them all.
Okay.
You said Brandon, right?
Yeah.
He had 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the assists here too. Looks like Drew Littweiler had 5 assists to lead us, and Drew Miller had 3 assists in just a short amount of time that he was out there. Lyndon Miller had 3. Mason and Charlie had 2. Ben Burkett didn't get on the scoreboard, but he had 3 assists himself, 4 steals. And yeah, we had 23 steals as a team. I'm sounding very good here, but this all comes from the assistant coach there, Ryan Yoder, the JV coach, my son there, that kept all of these stats and got them out here to me before I got caught with nothing in my hand.
Yeah, Ryan's a good stat man. I tell you, he gets them out to us and sends them to us during the week, so we're all set for the ball game. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you know. And one other thing I was looking at here is that I was looking at these 1,000-point scorers over here, and I mean, you know, we just got a lot of guys here. You know, you go all the way back to, first of all, you know, guys that got close there. Justin Yoder had 983, Kenlon Krupp 990, Justin Jancy 995, Eric Hosteller 996. Jeff Nelson, 1,009. Jeremy Bachman, 1,081. Adam Christner, 1,219. Brad Esch, 1,283. Chandler Aspey, 1,299. Elijah Hales, 1,519. Ryan Yoder, 1,594. Rusty Yoder, 1,698. Gary, 1,711. And now Charlie is up over there, over that with probably 37.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Yeah, and boy, and then there's still a lot down through there too. And
well, a lot of them you coached. I mean, you got even let's see, Adam Bodtrigger's on there.
Yeah.
Jared, or no, you didn't coach, or did you coach Jared?
I coached Jared, and let's see, I'm going to look at some of these names on here. I'm seeing Marion Hosteller, I coached Eric Yoder. Let's see, there's Jack Nelson.
Jack Nelson is Jeff's dad.
Yeah. There's Mark and Scott Hosteller's there. Mark Miller's there. Troy Tredapoo, I coached him. Jared Yoder, Adam Bontrager. There's some names too. Dave Troyer, Darren Yoder, Seth Wilder. There's Dominique Neely there.
Yeah, there you go.
13, but wow. And it just goes on. There's Derek Yoder. I had Derek too. I also had Jeff Nelson. I also coached Jeremy Bachman. Ryan Yoder. Wow.
Seth Wagler was on your team.
Yeah, Seth was with that group too.
Yep.
Wow, I tell you what, Westview's got a rich history, and to be envious of, you know, by a lot and all, and rightfully so. It's just that the kids here, they grow up, and what I've noticed since I've been here 35 years, you look in there and it's families. You know, Dad played. Well, Grandpa played, Dad played, and then Dad had sons, and them boys played, and now they have sons, and it stays in the family here. Right. It just keeps, And these dads take hold of those kids at a young age. They teach them the fundamentals. They work on their skills. And those same names come right back up through the system again.
It is interesting to see that.
It really is.
Yeah.
This was a special night.
It sure was. Troy, I really appreciate you joining me tonight and filling in for Jamie as he's gone, and Dan. They're both gone.
I really enjoyed it, and I hope they could get back here soon.
Well, I don't
no,
think
I really
you did a
enjoyed
great
it.
job. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Appreciate it. So that'll do it here from tonight from Westview High School. The Westview Warriors defeating the Hamilton Marines by a score of 85-43. And Charlie Yoder broke the all-time scoring record here at Westview High School in the first quarter of this ball game tonight. Finishes up with 28 points on the evening. And the Warriors will be back in action next Tuesday night over at Lakeland. Hope you can make it over there for the game. But if you can't, join us right here at LaGwanamedia.com for the girls and boys game next Tuesday evening. So the Warriors moved to 7-2 on the season and 4-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference. So let's see, that'll do it for tonight. I need to find my outro here, and I've got it. Glad you could join us. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, featuring nightly specials and a delicious buffet. Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Also by Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. By Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Their passion is protecting yours. By Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also by Lake City Bank with over 50 branches in northern and central Indiana. And by Topeka Clinic. Introducing Yana Schenkel, certified nurse midwife, now accepting appointments. And our halftime show and gold sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North. Our individual sponsors are Tim and Donna Height, Dan and Dawn Byler, Jim and Liz Stump, and Oscar and Sophia Hostetler. So for Troy Neely and our camera operator tonight, Chris Mast, this is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.